Now we have question number 7. The adjacent figure HOPE is a parallelogram and we have to find the angle measures X, Y and Z. X, Y and Z. State the properties you use to find them. Now, you know what, this angle is 70 degree. So to calculate X, we have to find first this one. This is a parallelogram. So easily you can get opposite angles. So to find HOP, angle in parallelogram, HOPE, angle HOP plus angle PO, this is line M, so the POM is equal to 180 degree. So why? Because they form linear pair. So we have angle HOP is equal to 180 degree minus angle POM, and that is equal to 180 degree minus 70 degree. So we get here angle HOP is equal to 110 degree. Now, so angle X and angle HOP are opposite angles in a parallelogram. So angle X is equal to angle HOP. Why? Opposite angles. So angle X is also equal to 110 degree. And now we have to calculate angle Y and Z. So you can see if we extend these two lines, these two are the parallel lines and this HM is the transversal line. So these angles, these two angles, this EHO and POM are corresponding angles. You can see these are corresponding angles. So angle H is equal to angle POM. Why? When EH is parallel to PO and HM is the transversal line, we have corresponding angles are equal. So in this case we have angle H is equal to 70 degree. So if angle H is equal to 70 degree, then angle Z is equal to, this is angle EHP plus angle Z, and it is 40 plus Z, 40 degree plus Z, and 40 degree plus Z is equal to 70 degree. This whole is equal to 70 degree. So value of Z is what? So value of Z is equal to 70 degree minus 40 degree, that is equal to 30 degree. Now we have to find the value of Y. You can apply the triangle sum, the angle sub property of a triangle, or you can see HO and EP are the parallel lines, and here this HP is the transversal line. So these two angles are alternate interior angles. So write here angle EHP, here it is EHP. EHP is equal to here OPH. OPH. Why? Because they are alternate interior angles. So we can write 40 degree is equal to Y. Now we have all the answers. X is equal to 110 degree, Y is equal to 40 degree, and Z is equal to 30 degree. Now have the screenshot. This is a long question. In question number 8 we have a question. We have to find value of x, y in this parallelogram, and you can see here S, U, R and N are the diagonals and they intersect at point O. Here we have in a parallelogram R, U and S, diagonals bisect each other. So we can write here RO is equal to ON. So RO is equal to ON because O is the bisecting point. 16 is equal to x plus y, or you can write y plus x plus y is equal to 16. This is the first equation. For the diagonal, for diagonals SU, we have O is the midpoint, you should write these two lines here for the formation of this equation 2. We have O is the bisecting point, so SO is equal to OU. Now it means y plus 7 is equal to 20 degrees. So from here you can calculate the value of y. This gives you value of y. Y is equal to 20 minus 7, that gives you 13 centimeter. So here y is equal to 13 centimeter. Now find the value of x. We know from equation first, value of x plus y is equal to 16 and value of y is equal to 13. X is equal to 16 minus y, which gives you 16 minus 13, that is 3 centimeter. Now value of x is equal to 3 centimeter. Value of y is equal to 13 centimeter. Now we have question number 9. In the given figure, both RISK and CLUE are parallelograms, and we have to find value of x. Here RISK, you can see RISK, this is the first parallelogram, and CLUE is the second parallelogram, and we have to find the value of this x. So we will get the value of this x by the relation of these parallelograms. So what if I get these two values? We can easily calculate the value of x from triangle sum property. So let's get this. You know what, angle K and angle S, they both are adjacent angles. So first write in parallelogram RISK, angle K and angle S are adjacent angles. So therefore angle K plus angle S gives the sum of 180 degree. Now find the value of angle S is equal to 180 degree minus angle K, which is equal to 180 degree minus angle K, which is equal to 120 degree, and that give the value of 60 degree, value of S. So this is 60 degree. Now find the value of E, and that value you can get from the second quadrilateral, second parallelogram, which is not normal quadrilateral. Now angle E and angle L are opposite angles in parallelogram CLUE. So angle E is equal to angle L, and angle L is equal to 70 degrees, so angle E is equal to 70 degree. Here it is also 70 degree. Now from, if it is the point O, so in triangle OES, here it is OES, angle sum property, from angle sum property, from angle sum property of a triangle, we have angle E plus angle S plus x is equal to 180 degree. Now find the value of x. So x is equal to 180 degree minus angle E plus angle S, which is equal to 180 degree minus value of E is 70 degree and minus 60 degree, and that's give the result 180 minus 70 minus 60 is equal to 50 degree. So x is equal to 50 degree. This is the answer. We have question number 12. Find the measure of angle P and angle S if SP is parallel to RQ. Here SP is parallel to RQ, and if you find a measurement of angle R, is there more than one method to find measurement of angle P? So how to do this? See, these two line segments are parallel, so extend them. So we have here, we have to find the value of angle P and S. This is a trapezium. You can see because these two are the pairs of the parallel lines and these are the non-parallel lines. So this is a trapezium. Now if PS and QR are parallel lines, then angle S and angle R are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal, where transversal is SR. So when SP is parallel to RQ and SR is a transversal, then angle S and angle R are the angles same side, which are available on the same side of the transversal, where transversal is SR. So we have angle S plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. So you know what angle R is? 90 degree. That is not determined yet, so don't make it like this. So find the value of S. S is equal to 180 degree minus angle R, and value of angle R is 90 degree, so it becomes 90 degrees. So here it is also 90 degree. Now we have to find angle P. How to get this angle P? We have now two methods. First method is we can get this angle just by applying this one method that we applied here, or you can solve this one by angle sum property of a quadrilateral, because the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree, and here only one angle is unknown now. So use here again the previous method. So now from angle sum property, Now apply this time another from angle sum property. We have in quadrilaterals PQRS, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S is equal to 360 degree, because these are the interior angles and they gives the sum 360 degree, and only P is unknown, so angle P is equal to 360 degree minus angle Q is 130 degree, angle R is 90 degree minus 90 degree, and minus S is also 90 degree. So we have the value angle P is equal to 50 degree. So angle S is 90 degree and angle P is 50 degree. Here it is.